Right, we have made these. Now, we were trying to decide what we could pretend these would be. Tyler's idea was it could be a dream catcher. I came up with like a hamster sort of jumping hoop. Maybe make it some flames around it, Tyler. You got a hamster, Tyler?
I used to.
Used to, there we go. R.I.P. the hamster. Right. Anyway, what we are talking right, this is, most of you got it. It's a bracelet. No, it is the bit of stringy hoop that links your fuel cap. So that when your fuel cap, you can't leave it on the side of the petrol pump. We've all done it. Right, and that's where you're supposed to sit it. But over time, these go, and then you're fumbling about and you drop it. Now, Land Rover do not supply this as a separate part. So, we actually sell loads of these, don't we, Tyler? You work in the warehouse some days, and we sell these day in, day out. Now, it occurred to me that a lot of people might not be buying the cap because they want the cap. They might be buying it because their strap's missing, and basically you have to buy a whole new cap. So we've made these straps, and we're not going to make a lot of money on these. We're going to try and price these competitively because I think it's environmental. If you throw that whole cap away in the bin when all you needed was this, I think that's a waste of resources. So we're doing this as a sort of little love project, really, to save people money. Right, so we have actually paid to tool that up, and we've had that made, and it's all pretty cool. Right, so how do you change it? It's all very well and good, but some of the older ones used to be elastic. So there you go, there's the cap, there's the petrol cap. This is the ones we sell local. Petrol, diesel, duh. Right then. So this is, and we'll have it. So there's no way you can get this ring off, and that's maybe why Land Rover don't sell it. Maybe they would if it was easily removable. Right. So I'm going to show you now. Actually, I got this one off the L322 because the strap had broken, and the rubber just gets all perished, and you can see it's gone all thin and bitty there. Right. So that's what happens. Right, so let's get this one off. So you have to take your fuel filler cap off the car, which will be easy because you won't need to disconnect the strap.
No.
But you will have to remove that little bit there, which will be, one half will be stuck, and it's a little barbed fitting. But you're going to replace it, so you can rip that out, don't worry. Right, here's the tricky bit. But as you'll see, it's not quite as tricky as you might think. Right, so you need to get your screwdriver between those two black rings. I've got a fairly big-ish screwdriver, and you're not going to get it all off in one. You're going to have to work it. So just as long as you've created a bit of a gap there, don't worry about it, don't panic, stay calm. Be calm, Tyler.
Very calm.
Very calm. Right, and you just go round, and sooner or later the ring will, he says, detach itself. Now, the whole thing could explode at this point, but don't worry, it's not that complicated. So that is the retaining ring. We got that, yeah?
Yep.
Now if it does explode, that it's only 3 parts. It's not that complicated. This is quite interesting, Tyler. Yeah, Tyler hasn't seen this yet. This is the bit that makes the clicking noise. You know when you tighten your fuel cap?
Yeah.
You go dit 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 dit. There's a little series of little sort of teeth on there, and they must catch on this. And as you tighten, you go dit 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 when it's tight enough. So there we go. And there's a little pressure relief valve and stuff. So right, new ring. So this is the. Let's get the old ring off. So it's quite a. It's sort of a. Not tight fit, but you have to just work it round. So that's my old pretend broken one off. And then in fact let's compare. So how have we done with our replica? So
Get lost in a second here.
we're going to get lost. But basically you can see they're the same length, they're the same thing. Actually now I can't remember which one's which either time. How am I going to know?
I think that's the genuine one.
But that's the genuine, yeah, because that went like that, didn't it? There we go. Right, so we are now going to replace this one on here. So let's check it. Now, I guess you've got to work out which way that needs to go up as you're doing it this way, because then when you put it on the car, it will go in. I don't think it makes a lot of difference. Right, and then you get your ring, and then you put your ring back on, and then you've got to do a little bit of a squeeze here. Right. It did take a bit of squeezing. I'll see if I can do it without any tools. You should be able to do it without any tools. I assume as people are as strong as me, Tyler.
Not many people are.
Not many people are. I mean, this, you know, what can I say? I'm hench.
Doesn't use tools.
No. Right then. So, I think you'd be better off not using tools because you could damage something. So there we go. So there's our new replacement strap fitted.
How is it held on? Is it just...
So yeah, I've glossed over that bit. So in here you've got this bit here which you should be able to just work backwards and forwards, and it's just on the barb. So let's just check our barb fits. So that barb fits in there. There you go. That pushes flush.
There's two holes. There's a little...
It seems... Was there a little peg on there as well, just to line it up? But don't just keep pulling it. Sort of work it backwards and forwards. That seems to help with these barbs.
Brute strength may cause...
May cause barb loss. He's too good, Tyler.
It's new plastic,
It's
isn't
too
it?
good. It's new.
It's tough.
Come on, Tyler. Gosh, that is tough. He's on there for life. I've got a new Petrol captain.
You've got two.
We got two. That's going to confuse people. Right, there we go. He does come out. Look, you got to work that out. So I don't know. There's no pin there, is there? I don't know why they've got the. There's just a little. But yeah, you can see it's shaped perfectly to fit into that little recess there. You got enough light on the camera?
Yeah.
Right, there we go. That's enough waffling. That's how complicated can you make a fuel cap. So if you need some of those straps, give me a day. There we go. Put my car back together. Give me a day to get those on the website, and we will sell the fuel tethers. Now, these are going to fit loads of cars, so I will list them and put them for sale for the cars that they suit. Right, one last thing. So, if you're not sure, your car, it's about 73 millimeters across the diameter of that, the outer diameter from side to side. So if you want to do a sanity check on your car, you can go out and check. Because you might, if your ring's broken, you might as well take this ring off. It's doing nothing. So you could dismantle, put your fuel cap back together, and just double check before you buy it. But I'm pretty sure we sell this cap for loads of vehicles. I think it even fits Jaguars as well.
I think
Jaguar, I said that posh. Yeah. Right, anyway, enough waffling. Jaguar Land Rover fuel strap retainer. Good luck.